Hi everyone, it's Frank with Teachable University. In this lecture today, we're going to be discussing the secret behind the law of attraction. Now, for many of you who are watching this, I'm sure you're familiar with the law of attraction. You've probably read books about it, articles, and have probably watched YouTube videos just like this one regarding the law of attraction. And it gained a tremendous amount of popularity back around 2004, 2006 when the film and the book The Secret came out by Rhonda Byrne that just took the world by storm and has gained popularity with millions of people, and has been gained a lot of popularity, especially in the personal growth space. And there's been a lot of praise, but also a lot of criticism behind it, as it's been accused of being a form of pseudoscience and just clever marketing. And I think there is some legitimate criticism behind it, but I wanted to discuss the law of attraction because really I wanted to see how we can use this field of personal growth as a way to be able to help us enrich our lives for the better and change the way we think. But before we start the class, make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button so you can watch all my lectures on personal growth, wealth building, creativity, and entrepreneurship. So with the law of attraction, what we know about the law of attraction is that basically whatever we think about, our thoughts that we have in our minds, can manifest or change our external circumstances. Or put it another way, the way a lot of people believe the law of attraction works is that if we think of, say, like a Ferrari or $1 million, that Ferrari is just going to show up in our driveway, and that $1 million is going to magically show up in our checking account. And I think that's really pseudoscience, and it's very disingenuous in the way that the law of attraction is being promoted. And you see a lot of this discussion with the law of attraction as far as manifestation. We hear that word a lot, how to manifest our dreams and desires and manifest pretty much whatever we want. And the term itself, I don't necessarily have a problem with, but I think it really distorts what I think the real meaning behind the law of attraction is. It's not so much about manifesting per se. There's a lot of obsession about trying to force an outcome to happen or forcing when something or an event or a material possession is going to show up in our life. But rather, what really the essence of the law of attraction is becoming the person we've always wanted to be, becoming our true, authentic selves. And I think that's something that is really missing a lot in the discussion behind the law of attraction. I think why it gets a lot of criticism. Ultimately, the end game of the law of attraction is being the person we've always wanted to be. If you want to be somebody that's wealthy, well, you're not going to be a wealthy person when you're constantly obsessed with debt and you're constantly worried and stressed and anxious and have negative self-limiting beliefs about yourself and your ability to be able to improve your financial standing. If you're somebody that just wants to be happy, well, it's hard to be happy when you have thought patterns and behaviors that encourage you to feel miserable and depressed. So that's something that really to think about when it comes to the law of attraction, that ultimately, if we want to change our life, it starts with becoming the person we've always wanted to be. And that starts with really asking ourselves empowering questions. And we can do this through a meditative state, through meditation. There's a lot of studies that show the benefits of meditation and how by asking ourselves empowering questions, we can come up with empowering answers that can help come up with solutions to some of the more pressing problems that we struggle with right now. So the law of attraction ultimately is about being the person we've always wanted to be, acting and feeling like as if we're wealthy, acting and feeling as if we're happy, or we have that meaningful relationship or that career or whatever it is that we desire. And when we transform ourselves into the person we've always wanted to be, and to kind of change the subject, and I think really to pivot for that matter, discussing Abraham Maslow and his hierarchy of needs, when you look at that pinnacle of that hierarchy, the pinnacle of human experience is authentic expression. When you authentically express yourself, that's when you can really change your life for the better. And that's when you can really see profound changes in your life that you didn't notice before. Because when you start to change your perceptions and you start to observe your life from a different lens, you can start to begin to observe those results that you wish to bring forth into your life, because you are becoming that person who will bring about those things that you want, whatever that may be. So that is really the way I interpret the law of attraction. There's a lot of interpretations behind it. And as I said before, I think there's some pseudoscience behind it. I think the way it's promoted, but I think there's some legitimate benefits that we can gain from the law of attraction as far as how we can use that to think that by becoming the person we've always wanted to be that person who would generate wealth, abundance, love, etc., then I think we can start to see those things being brought forth into our life as well. So I hope you enjoyed this lecture, and I'll see you next class. Take care.